everyone, welcome back to the Amore Movement channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please make sure to show us some love by hitting the subscribe button, giving us a thumbs up on that like button, and commenting down below to let us know what you liked about this video and what videos that you want to see in the future. With all that being said, let's get started. So today's video is going to be about the tips and tricks that helped me in my first trimester and will hopefully help you also. So let's move on into it. First on the list is books. This was actually one of the first things that my sister, when we told her that we were pregnant, got for us, and it has been a lifesaver, not just in the first trimester, but our whole pregnancy experience. She got me the What to Expect When You're Expecting book. Pretty typical. I'm sure most first-time mamas have this. But it's really helpful to let you know what you're getting into. It's some nice reading to unwind at night and not have so much screen time before bed. You take your time in reading this because in your first trimester you're pretty tired. But that's for moms. And then for dads, she actually got this wonderful book called We're Pregnant, First Time Dad's Pregnancy Handbook. So Pat loves this book. It's super funny. It's very simple. I'm kind of jealous because he gets fun colors and pictures, and ours ladies is a lot of text. There are a couple anatomical pictures which are super helpful, but for the most part he got the fun book, but that's okay. And then in addition to the books, I'd say get yourself a journal. We picked this out before we knew our baby's gender. It just happened to be pink. But we liked the quote on it, and we just really wanted something where I could write down my symptoms and any important things that happened throughout our pregnancy, cute moments, and just things that we want our child to be able to look back on and read whenever she gets pregnant and has a family of her own, or just as reference of the funny things that may have happened. And let me tell you, this year was definitely the year to be journaling. Sometimes I just write something down quickly and put it on a post-it note so that I can elaborate on it later. The reality is you're gonna be too tired to be journaling away. It's nice in theory, but with work and life and balancing your first pregnancy or your second pregnancy or your fifth pregnancy, whether you have a lot of kids running around or you're just exhausted, it's not ideal. So post-it notes are definitely helpful to do the Spark Notes version so you can go back and update later. My second recommendation is to find an app. I think this is pretty common nowadays for women to find different pregnancy apps. I signed up for a whole bunch of them, and I've really stuck with the Ovia app. That's definitely been the most helpful one so far, and the one that keeps us the most up to date. And it's fun. You can follow it every week, and it lets you know what size your baby is and fruits and vegetables. They have great videos on what to expect every few weeks. Symptoms are normal and different feelings you may be having, and how your baby is developing each week. So it's very informative, and it's the one that we probably follow the most and has been the most helpful to us. Third tip and trick, stay hydrated. Sometimes depending on how you feel, you don't want to eat or drink anything because you're just feeling so sick. So just keep it simple. Call it morning sickness, but it's really all day, every day sickness for the first 3 months of your pregnancy. But don't worry, everyone keeps telling you, oh, it'll go away, second trimester is gonna be great, second trimester is gonna be great, and when you're going through it, you're there's no way that you're gonna feel like yourself again. And then eventually you realize that you have all your energy back, you don't have an aversion to as many foods, you can really enjoy the second leg of your pregnancy. But personally, I like to put my water in a wine glass. It makes me feel fancier and not as bummed out that I can't have wine or beer. But this is actually a little white in color because it has one of these wonderful liquid IV, let me make sure that focuses. There we go. It has one of these liquid IV packets in it. We just get these in bulk from Costco. Pat actually uses them because he runs marathons, but it's super helpful to keep yourself hydrated and give you something with a little extra flavor. This one in particular is passion fruit. It's very, very light. So I have aversions to all food and flavors. It's tempered in the flavor, so it'll be just enough to give you something different and hopefully help you to drink a little bit more water. So along the lines of staying hydrated, I love Tropica products. They're actually an Australian company. This one is their coconut water powder. You just put it in your water or in a smoothie and it gives you the extra electrolyte boost. I would say that all of Tropica's products are awesome. I can't find one that I don't really like. They all have awesome flavors and really great benefits. So this is just the back of their packaging. They're non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, they're awesome. So soy-free, dairy-free, are amazing. Definitely recommend their protein powder and their greens powder if you ever get it, but that's another video for a different time. So if you do want to see a video on all the Tropica products that we use, let me know in the comments below and I'll definitely make one of those for you. But eating is going to be really difficult. I mean, everyone's pregnancy is different. So I have a friend who she did not get any first trimester symptoms. She still felt like herself. She wasn't nauseous. She could eat the same foods. She had a couple different cravings, but she felt great. And then I've heard a lot of people's horror stories where they threw up like every hour. And then other friends who were similar to myself, who just felt chronically nauseous for the 3 months straight. So it basically feels like being super hungover. Feeling of having a stomach bug and just wanting to get sick, hoping that feeling would go away, but you just never could, so you just felt like that the whole time. Basically feeling like you have mono for 3 months because you're so tired. But that's okay. It's all worth it because you get a beautiful little baby at the end. So the whole process is worth it. You can definitely reflect and look back on like how wonderful everything was, and even the things that weren't great, you know it's because all of your hormones were changing to grow this beautiful little human. So definitely worth it in the end for sure. That being said, everyone kept saying with the nausea, like, have ginger products. Those actually made me more sick. But for a little while, pink lemonade did help. So Pat just got like the powdered kind from the grocery store. That helped for about 3 days, and then the sour taste started making me feel sick again, but it might work for someone else. So I just wanted to put that in here in case you want to try like pink lemonade, something sour. They say that's supposed to help, so maybe pink lemonade might help you also. As far as snacks are concerned, if you're having trouble like keeping anything down or your appetite might change entirely, I was one of those people in the beginning of my pregnancy that I said, I'm only gonna eat organic fruits and vegetables and fill my body with all these healthy things. And then I realized how sick I felt, and I had an aversion to all of my favorite foods. Like, blueberries are my favorite fruit in the whole world, and spinach and broccoli and Brussels sprouts are all my favorite vegetables. I would have twice a day, every day, and unfortunately once the hormone surge kicked in, I couldn't stomach any of those things, which was like really upsetting. But I again recommend being gentle with yourself, being kind to yourself, and making sure that you keep a positive mindset as much as you can, because that's really gonna be beneficial. So when you can stomach something, my go-to was cheesy potatoes or buttered rice, because they were very basic, bland foods, and that was the only thing I could stomach. Eating every like hour or so, even if it's a couple bites of something, was very helpful. Just keep some nuts on hand. We get these from Costco. Keep some nuts like in a zippy bag or a to-go container, like in your purse or something, so you can nibble on it every couple hours or every hour or so. That definitely helps keep the nausea at bay. Really helpful was at night before bed, Pat would put a glass of water and a banana on my nightstand, so that when I woke up in the morning and I felt sick, I could just have a couple sips of water and like slowly like nibble on a banana before I actually got out of bed. That also helped because I was really lightheaded. I have a tendency to pass out anyway. Making sure that I had some food in me before I actually got out of bed was really helpful. So definitely I recommend bland foods, bananas, rice, white potatoes, plain yogurt was really helpful as well, but whatever like you feel is right. The beautiful part is your body will tell you what you need, whether it's more sleep or eating bland foods. And eventually you'll get out of that phase and you'll feel yourself again, but in the meantime, just make sure you're listening to your body. On the discussion of listening to your body, recommendation number 4 is to get enough sleep. That was something that was really tough for me because I wanted to be able to get a lot done. I was starting a new job, so it was a very exhausting time. I basically woke up, did my work, and went back to sleep. And if that is you, that is totally fine. It's only a phase and you'll get through it. If your body's telling you to rest, it's so that it can help grow your beautiful child. So if you're exhausted, take a nap if you can. Exhausted when you come home from work and all you can do is jump into bed and sleep for 12 hours. Your body needs that rest, especially in the beginning. So on the weekends, find time to pamper yourself. It might be difficult if you have little kids running around or a lot of like social obligations, but find an hour or so to take a bath, meditate, do some yoga, go on a nature walk. A new routine for yourself, because once your little baby comes, you are basically the last person on the list. So make sure you're taking care of yourself now, and that's okay. A few things that you can add into your new routine that I did that I found really helpful. I've had a lot of weird symptoms. I've never really been able to smell, and if I could, it was only like certain things, like I could smell like vanilla really strong, but other scents I couldn't really smell. Pat got me this wonderful lavender peppermint organic hand cream. So I would put this on at night. When I was laying in bed, I would put it on my hands. Sometimes I would dab it around my nose to inhale it, and it would help me sleep. It would just help me feel nice and relaxed. In addition to that, totally separate, but I ended up getting, I don't really know how to pronounce them, but Gua Shas. I think it's the same idea as like a jade roller, but it's the like more authentic version. I got them from Esme, and they come in this cute little package. But there's one rose quartz and one jade. The jade you're supposed to use in the morning and gives you like energy, and the pink rose quartz you're supposed to use at night. So I would, again, being realistic, I didn't do this every single day, but when I thought about it or when I had the time, it's supposed to help tighten your skin and drain any impurities to your lymph nodes. So you just run it along your jaw, your cheeks, under your eyes, over your eyes, and then like your forehead. But you do like each stroke like 10 times and then move to the next section. I'm sure there's like a bunch of beauty gurus on YouTube that you can find, show you how to use these properly. And the other thing is getting into a routine with your lotion. If you don't already have an after shower routine, I would recommend adding lotion to your routine now, so that when because you don't really need it in your first trimester, it's just getting yourself into the routine so that by your second trimester and your third trimester, your belly's nice and big, and everything else, including like your chest area, your thighs, my arms, have all been expanding. You already have the routine to keep your skin hydrated with the water, the electrolytes, and your lotion. So this is one of the many different lotions that I use. So I will do a separate video on which lotions I think are best. And if you guys have any recommendations for maternity lotions, please let me know in the comments below. Again, it would be super helpful, and maybe I can do a review on those. This is the cocoa butter formula for stretch marks. I used this before because I had stretch marks on my thighs, so I just continued using it, but actually found other products as well that have been super helpful for preventing stretch marks. So I'll do another video of like lotions and necessary like pamper products for pregnancy. But this just goes along with like another weird symptom that I had. My ears have been super clogged, and it's for the same reason that sometimes your nose, when you get pregnant, you get a stuffy nose, is that your body is like producing a lot of extra everything to keep your body healthy and safe and fight against bacteria. So I have been cleaning my ears a ton. I used to do it every time I got out of the shower, and now I probably do it once in the morning and once at night. But I would say invest in Q-tips if that is one of your weird symptoms. I also wanted to make it worth mentioning the candle that I have in this video is from Coastal Embers, for as many small businesses as we can. Coastal Embers is absolutely amazing. She's so sweet. The scents of this island escape actually make me feel like I'm on a tropical island somewhere. I wouldn't recommend a lot of scented things in your first trimester, but your second trimester, when you're feeling better and you have the super sniffer, this makes you feel like you are drinking a pina colada or a mojito on the beach. It's great for if you just want to take a nice bath and feel like you are just escaping in an oasis. if you're gonna get anything of hers, I would definitely recommend the Island Escape. Pat and I both really enjoy that scent. So along the same lines of making sure you rest and relax and make time for yourself, this is a shameless plug because I'm obsessed with this product and I will probably mention it in every single video that I do, but it's called the DOP. They're a company based out of Boulder, Colorado, which is a personal favorite place in the whole world to me, and I love this product. It has been a game changer for both Pat and myself. So along the lines of pampering, it's called a DOP. So it can fit with any pop socket, but this is the ring that comes with it. I just got the whole kit because I didn't really have a pop socket. But you can use it with your regular old pop socket if you have a custom one. I just really like the ring because it's easy to hold. But the idea with the DOP is this little suction cup piece. As you can see, it's not super thick, it's not super big and bulky. But the way that it works is get to a hard surface and you just twist it on till it's nice and tight, and you'll feel that it's not gonna come off your mirror or your window or anything like that. And then you either take your pop socket or you take your DOP ring and you just slip your phone into it and you hold it like so, and then you can switch the angle. Best part is you can watch videos while you're taking a bath and relaxing, or listen to your meditation video, or watch a video of the beach while you smell your Coastal Embers candle, or whatever makes you happy. But this is a real game changer product. It's great for pampering yourself, but it's also great for just cooking and watching videos while you cook, or putting your makeup on, anything like that. So I would definitely recommend. There is an affiliate link in the description bar below, or you can use my discount code AMORE15 for 15% off your order. It's amazing. I feel so blessed to even have a discount code with them, but I would recommend this regardless. If you are looking to get one of your pregnant friends a gift, this is an unexpected one that they'll really appreciate, or literally it's for anybody. Moving on to supplements. Supplements that I took in my first trimester. Again, full disclaimer, I'm not a medical provider in any capacity. These are just the supplements that worked well for myself and my body. So I was always taking a probiotic, and it took me a while to find one that I really liked, but I actually tried these because of Grove, and they were better than any other probiotic that I had been using. So these are Smarty Pants probiotics. They taste delicious. They're blueberry, which is my favorite fruit, but I think they taste delicious. They do have it in other flavors, but they're amazing, and they're especially good for people who don't like to swallow pills. Definitely recommend taking a probiotic. We just use the 1-a-day prenatal vitamins. Again, I will link all of these in the description bar on my Amazon account. This next product I haven't actually taken, so I really love following Lauren Beverlin on Instagram. She recommended these prenatal vitamins. I have not taken them yet. They're vegan and they're supposed to be super natural, so I thought that I would give them a try. They come in this clear bottle, but if you can really see it, the company is Ritual. It's an essential for women prenatal vitamin. She recommended these, and I decided that I was going to test them out. Since we were running out of the regular prenatal vitamins. So I don't actually have a review on these. I just decided I was gonna try them, so I thought that I would share. Another supplement that I take is vitamin D. Pat and I try to get our blood work done pretty regularly, at least once or twice a year in general, whether we're pregnant or not, both he and I. So, and I was low in vitamin D, so that's why I take a vitamin D supplement, especially because the baby is absorbing a lot of your vitamins and nutrients. So I try to make sure that I keep up with the vitamin D. So as a part of making your new routine, checking your Ovia app at least once a week to get your regular updates. I would also say on the same day to weigh yourself. Our physician recommended gaining a pound a week. Now, I did not gain any weight in my first trimester. I actually lost weight, which is common for a lot of women, especially if you're getting sick and it's hard to keep down food. But I can say in the second trimester, I've definitely been gaining weight pretty consistently. He's happy with my weight gain. It's a pound a week, like he recommends. So we're doing well so far. But I would say a great way to track this and keep yourself accountable, using an expo marker and writing on your mirror. So on the left-hand side of our bathroom mirror, just like in the corner, we put the date, and I'll put week 11, week 12, week 13, and then I put my weight next to it. So every week on your update day, you can just weigh yourself in the morning also, and then you have a perfect tracker to make sure you're staying on track with a healthy weight gain. Lastly, one of the most important is communication. I know that it's something simple, but communicate with your partner. He's not gonna understand what you're going through. A lot of women aren't gonna understand what you're going through unless they've been pregnant before. And even if they have been pregnant and you're on this journey together, your symptoms are gonna be totally different. So it's okay to feel alone, to feel upset, to not be yourself. But just make sure that you're communicating that with everybody that you love. Your boss, your coworkers. I mean, I know some people don't want to let anyone know they're pregnant until the second trimester, which is totally understandable. But definitely communicate with your spouse. And when people do find out you're pregnant, just make sure you're communicating with them. Like, hey, I'm really sorry, I'm tired. Or, ugh, baby brain moment. It's definitely a real symptom, but just make sure that you're talking to your partners. If you need help lifting something, if you need help feeling supported, just letting them know that all of your hormones, I would cry at nothing, and I would cry at everything, and I would laugh 5 seconds later. So just making sure that your partner really understands. Again, I go back to the book, make sure that he's on this journey with you. People are super understanding, and it is a beautiful time in your life, and some people may never have this chance, and some people may only have it once. Sometimes it's stressful and exhausting and frustrating, but try to enjoy as much as possible. I know I get really down on myself sometimes, but I just wanted to say I feel so blessed to have the opportunity to even conceive and carry this child. There are so many women now that I'm like trying to find like a mom community. There are so many women, young women, who have miscarried or are having trouble conceiving, and it breaks my heart to hear that because these women want to be moms so bad. Remember to be thankful for the whole experience, the good, the bad, the ugly, and just make sure that you're communicating, especially with your partner and also yourself. And remember that some of the things you're experiencing are surges of hormones, and it's normal and it will pass. And looking back on it, you're gonna appreciate every little aspect, and you only get to do it a couple of times in your life if you're lucky. So with all of that being said, thank you all again so much for tuning into this video. I am going to try to upload every Friday, and maybe a bonus video on Tuesdays, we'll see. But definitely every Friday for sure, and please let me know in the comments below if you like this video and what content you want to see more of. Bonus challenge. If you don't have any ideas for videos, please just comment down below something good that happened to you this week, and I will pick a couple people, shout them out in next week's video. Also, if you want to add any recommendations for channels, the Amore movement is supposed to be a love movement. It's supposed to be promoting the good in the world, promoting the happiness that people experience. I'm really focusing on the positives in life. So if you leave a comment down below, something great that happened to you this week, I'll be sure to shout you out next week, and maybe some of the other accounts if I get a chance to look into them that you're recommending. So with that, stay wonderful and have a great week. 8 tips and tricks for the first trimester. The first one being books and journals. The second one being find yourself a good pregnancy app. Personally, we like the Ovia app. Third, stay hydrated and find a handful of snacks that you can nibble on every hour or so to keep your nausea at bay. 4, listen to your body, rest, rest, rest. The first trimester can be entirely exhausting, but it's only 3 months of your life, and if your baby and your body is telling you that you need 12 to 14 hours of sleep, I know that sounds crazy, but if that is what your body is telling you, that is what your body truly needs. And that fatigue of almost feeling like you have mono will definitely subside in the second trimester, and you'll start to feel a little more yourself. But getting some restful sleep, if you're just waking up, going to work and sleeping, that is what's gonna make you feel even better, because if you're exhausted on top of having hormone surges, on top of feeling sick to your stomach or even getting sick, it is going to make it even worse. So just try to do as much as you can to keep those things at bay. Be kind to yourself. You are not being lazy. You are doing what is best for yourself and your baby. You are doing what is best for your baby to make sure that they are getting all of the vitamins and nutrients and growing healthy and all the developmental factors that are going on in your body. So it's super important to just take that time to rest if you need it, and be patient with yourself. It's only 3 months of your life. You're not gonna fail at work. You're not gonna fail as a spouse or as a friend. Just people are very understanding if you just communicate with them. 5 is along the same lines as rest, but make sure you pamper yourself a little bit, relax, because once your baby comes, you are on the back burner, sister. Also incorporate a new routine. This is a new phase of your life, so a new routine is gonna be really helpful. Getting yourself into that mindset and putting into perspective new habits for yourself in your second trimester, as well as for when your baby comes. The 6th recommendation, again, a disclaimer, I'm not a medical provider, but make sure you take your supplements that I take that are helpful for me and my body. But everyone is different, so definitely consult your physician and see what they're recommending for you to take. 7th tip would be to track your weight progress. Add this to your new routine. So us, every Thursday, we get a weekly update of what size our baby is, what developmentally will be occurring that week, and then just that morning, when you wake up and check your phone, and go to the bathroom, weigh yourself, write your weight on your mirror with the corresponding week, and that will help you gauge that you are in fact gaining the appropriate amount of weight throughout your pregnancy. The 8th recommendation that goes across all of the tips and tricks is communication. Communication with your loved ones, with your friends, with your work, with your colleagues, with everybody, and communication with yourself is gonna be super important, not only through your first trimester, but through your whole pregnancy, your life in general. But I do also want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has been so patient with me. I really appreciate everybody asking when I was going to upload my next video, and I'm trying to figure out how this whole YouTube online presence actually works. So I'm going to try my very, very best to do at least 1 upload a week. I'm gonna try and do an upload every Friday, maybe a bonus video on Tuesdays if I have enough time. If I get super busy and bogged down with my primary job, then I'll probably only do once a week, but I'm going to try to hold myself accountable to every Friday. So thank you so much for being so supportive of this new endeavor. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Bye!